Hi guys, this is Raghav here from Headphone Zone. In today's video, we are doing a head-to-head comparison between two of the most popular in-ear monitors we have right here at Headphone Zone. And they're very, very popular for good reasons. They sound amazing, they look amazing, and they're easily the first IEM that a lot of people get when they get into the hobby of audiophilia. I have with me the Truthear Hola and the 7Hz Salnotes Zero. Both of them are priced under rupees 2000, and we're going to do a head-to-head comparison to try and figure out the pros and cons of each of them and help you choose the right one for you. Right at the onset, I can tell you both of these IEMs look very, very similar on paper. You'll find that they're both priced similarly at less than 2000 rupees, so they're very, very affordable. They both have a single dynamic driver. They're tuned in a very balanced phase, so you'll find that audiophiles find both of them very, very appealing as their first IEM getting into the hobby. They both are wired IEMs with detachable cables, so there's a lot that's very, very similar between both of them, and it makes it choosing between both of these quite difficult. Let me try and highlight the subtle and small differences between the two. In the box, the Truthear Hola comes along with 7 pairs of ear tips. It comes along with a really nice carry case, so it's quite a complete package. The 7Hz Salnotes Zero has 5 ear tips, and I think that that's quite a bit, but there's no carry case. So you might find that the accessories that are included in the box might find that the Truthear Hola is a slightly more embellished unit as a whole because it's got all these accessories in it. You'll also find that design-wise, they're a little different. The Truthear Hola is a matte black, very well built, very smoothly contoured earphone. It's quite comfortable for everyone who's using it. It's quite understated, and it only comes in one color, this beautiful matte black. So a lot of people really like it for the design aesthetics that the Truthear Hola has. Design-wise, the 7Hz Salnotes Zero is a little bit more modern, a little bit more glossy, and it comes with 5 different color variants. Some people will find that this is a little bit loud for them aesthetically, and some people may find that because it's a little bit more edgy, it's a little uncomfortable to wear. It's, of course, a very small minority of people who come back complaining about the fit of either of these earphones, but for me personally, I quite like the Truthear Hola's aesthetic. I think it's really, really nice and muted and understated, but some more people out there would probably prefer the Salnotes Zero. It's really a very subjective choice. Here's another thing you should know. Both of these earphones come in multiple variants. You'll find that the Truthear Hola has a with mic and a without mic variant. So if you're an audiophile who wants to use this along with a portable dongle DAC, you might choose to use it without the microphone. But if you want to pick up and drop calls, you might want to use the with mic variant as well. The Salnotes Zero comes with 3 variants, the with mic, the without mic, and very, very convenient Type-C variant that allows you to plug it into any smartphone that has a Type-C output and doesn't have a 3.5mm output. It uses an inbuilt DAC, but it's not a replacement for using these along with an external dedicated DAC. If it were up to me, I would use both of these with a 3.5mm termination and connect it to an external USB DAC to bring out the best in both of them. It does make a big difference when you use a DAC with both of these earphones, so I highly recommend that at some point of time, in addition to getting these earphones, you consider adding a DAC to your setup. Now, here's the tricky part. We're going to try and talk about the sound between both of these earphones. Now, on a relative scale, you'll find that there are earphones at less than 2000 rupees which can sound very, very bassy, that sound really, really exaggerated, or they may have a very exaggerated V-shaped sound signature with lots of treble and lots of bass. Both of these are at the opposite end of the spectrum. They both have a very, very well-balanced sound signature where no particular frequency stands out. So if you're someone who's looking for that, you can't go wrong with either of them. Now, if I have to really get into very minute differences between the two, the 7Hz Salnotes Zero sticks to a very, very neutral tuning. The Truthear Hola deviates just a little bit by adding a little bit more bass than what the 7Hz Salnotes Zero has. So it just feels a little bit more fun, a little bit warmer, and I think I like the tuning of the Truthear Hola because of that reason. In terms of soundstage, the Truthear Hola also feels a little bit wider than the 7Hz Salnotes Zero. I don't know why that's the case, but it just feels a little bit more layered, a little bit wider, like the instruments are coming from a little bit more distance than the 7Hz Salnotes Zero. Now, if I have to give you a very simple rule of thumb to pick between both of them, The 7Hz Salnotes Zero is going to sound amazing to anybody who wants a perfect neutral sound signature with a really, really intimate soundstage where a person can really deep dive into the music and feel immersed by it. I don't think I've met anyone out there who doesn't like the sound of the 7Hz Salnotes Zero. For someone who likes a slightly wider soundstage and a little bit more bass, the Truthear Hola is going to sound a lot more fun to them. So I'd pick that. But I think if you're going to choose between both of them, you got to keep in mind that you can't go wrong with either. Both of them are superstars at this price point, and I highly recommend both of them. The Truthear Hola has a little bit more accessories in the case, and you'll find that it's a little bit more muted in its design aesthetic, and more importantly, it's got a little bit more bass and a slightly wider soundstage. So if that helps you choose between these two, then I hope you find this video useful. Thank you so much.